Hi there, everybody. My name is Jerk, and welcome to the big show. Huh? What? Sorry, my stage manager, Steve, is already giving me that hand signal that I need to start things getting going. All right. I don't know what the rush is, but ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the Tech Tree Tier 6 Russian Heavy Cruiser. Give it up for Tallinn. Picture this. It is a late Saturday evening, and Jerk steps out of the house, ready to go socialize at his local watering hole. Dr. Jaeger eventually becomes Mr. Heineken, you know, the dark passenger, and next things next finds himself in a division playing battle boats with the recently reinstated community contributors 7 Hipper and TexWiz, and gaze in amazement at our technical prowess, unable to actually use game chat, though in hindsight, I think this is a bug on the Xbox side, more so than us being unable to program our VCRs. Now I need to go ahead and get the commander and modules up on the big screen real quick, because this match, it's not going to last much longer, and that is going to be partially due to the fact that right at the beginning there, I made sure to not go to the same side of the island as TexWiz, and instead stay on this side to create a crossfire. Yes, it cost me a chunk of health, but maybe that's what happens to a drunken sailor. But the reason I went over here is to set up a triangle of doom. Now, if any of you play sports ball, then you must know in nearly every single sport, you like to set up triangles. And so if we can set one up here, that must mean we're athletes, right? And while that can be debated by the talking heads on ESPN, what you won't be able to deny is its efficiency in this very match. Now, my love of the Russian heavy cruisers has been carved into tree trunks worldwide. MJ plus RCA equals TLA, but there surprisingly has only been one Tallinn video in the past on this show, and the reason for that is simple. This could be a Tier 7 ship. It is just that good. And I've heard some folks talk about how they plan to use this in the upcoming Tier 6 ranked of 1v1, but I myself don't think I'll be going that route. It is true, the Tallinn smashes, but the price you pay for that is being one of the least agile ships there is. So in standard battles, it is, in my opinion, one of the best that there is. This Weimar is lucky to not be dev-struck right there. But in ranked, not so much, because the strength of Tallinn is in finding those broadsides, and when all 1v1 are is essentially a torpedo drive-by, the agility of Tallinn and its torpedo firing angles probably just aren't going to work as well as, say, the York. Anyway, moving on. Is this a yoink? No, I don't think so, because I took half of his health, and that's going to be the first ship sunk. And now we are just about to wrap up this match. So Hipper is sitting pretty in the Azure lane Yukikaze and has gotten himself in a bit of a pickle right here. And I've gone back and I've watched from his perspective on his stream, and I think really the only goof he has here is that he doesn't move out when the North Carolina fires its guns, and as such, he's going to be stuck in this position during its reload. Now, we know there's a destroyer over here due to how I was spotted at the beginning of the match, but the Algerie to my right is preoccupying my RPF, and there is a broadside Pensacola. I think we all know how this is going to end, with a dev strike. So, my basic plan here is that I want to come back and try and help Hipper, but it is actually too late now, as we can see, but it's not too late for me to set up this in-game. So basically, we're going for the double strike here, right? We want to get the torpedoes off on the left on the North Carolina and the torpedoes on the right off on the Algerie. Now, one of the big downsides of the Tallinn is that we do have Russian torpedoes. So yeah, it's a quintuple, but it's only 4 kilometers of range right here. And, you know, in hindsight, had I been keeping the AP on there, that may have just finished off the North Carolina. Well, probably not in one salvo, but probably 2. Either way, they're out of my torpedo range, so I'm going to go ahead and get my turn in for this Algerie and get my kids dropped off at the pool for them and just set it and forget it. Well, we can't entirely forget it because I'm going to hear the sound of torpedoes approaching from behind. So we do have that fire on the North Carolina, and I am still... hold on. There goes one. Let's dodge their torps skillfully and get our guns all turned around so we can fire into the North Carolina. Where is it? And I get this one off. Okay, I think I see what TextWiz was saying was a yoink, and maybe that was, but you know what? That's the way the cookie crumbles, and because we know there's a destroyer right here, well, we didn't get to use our torpedoes on the North Carolina, so maybe we can on the Moss. And what is more joyous than torping a destroyer? Well, I can think of one thing that's more joyous than torping a destroyer, and that is getting your 370th Kraken in the very first game that you play with another fellow CC. I don't think I've had a Kraken in my first game with somebody since we played with Zarkun for the first time way back then. There it is, Kraken 370 in the Tallinn, and yeah. You know, I had full intentions of trying to go get the six-pack. I think there's a Fuso way out at the edge of the map or something, but I believe our team on the other side is actually going to sink the battleship over there, and this will end up being a Mercy. Okay, there it is, and yeah. Looks like we're actually getting the Mercy win. Okay, let's see the scoreboard. Hey, who recorded this? Because I don't think you ever actually show the scoreboard. Well, if we do some math, that looks like around 2,400 XP for a good game. But GG to Hipper and to TextWiz. We'll try and do it again sober soon, and that's gonna wrap it up for this one. If you like seeing videos of jerks stumble into someone's stream and wreck a team, give the video a like. If you'd rather I just torment them from chat, hit dislike. Questions, comments, leave them down below, and why not share your picks for Tier 6 1v1 ranked, the Rise of Gneisenau. And if you want to see how that turns out for me, well, think about hitting subscribe. Thanks for watching, folks. I will get back out there for another one, and we'll talk